Welcome back, and thank you so much for tuning in for another video. And if you're new here, welcome in. I'm Shikachu with the Modern Bar Wench, a channel where we aim to merge fantasy and nerd-themed content with cocktails so you can impress your friends or enjoy a nice night in. Today's video was really fun because last week I had a request from my sister for a non-alcoholic recipe, and as I was creating this drink, I realized I could easily modify it to be alcohol-free, which means today you're getting a 2-for-1 video. Last week's video was about Nami, and we're going to stick with the Straw Hat crew because today's drink is themed to Nico Robin. Now, if you've ever mentioned One Piece within earshot of me, then you probably know that she's not only my favorite One Piece character, but she's my favorite anime character of all time. If you're familiar with the show, then you know that her power is from the Hana Hana no Mi, or the flower fruit. Because of her powers, I tend to associate flowers with Robin. Even a good portion of her attack moves are named for different types of flowers. The creative bug bit me, and I really wanted to do something floral, but I needed it to be approachable and easy to drink. The petals that form when she begins her attacks are really pale pastel pink in color, and that gave me a bit of a starting point as for how I wanted it to look. I suppose that's enough of my blabbering. Let's get to the stuff you're actually here for, the drinks. We're going to start with the non-alcoholic version, but you can click on the chapters and skip ahead to the alcoholic version if you'd like. Now, in front of me, I have a butterfly pea flower tea. I brewed this and let it come to room temp before bottling it up and then throwing it in the fridge. Don't pour hot liquid into a mixed drink unless the drink is meant to be hot. Now, we have rose simple syrup next. You can probably find a recipe to make this at home, however, it's not very expensive. This is the Collins brand I found for about $6 at my local liquor store, and it's pretty good. The rose scent is present, but it's subtle. Next up is grenadine for a bit of color, fresh squeezed lemon juice, coconut milk, and orange bitters. I found some edible flowers in the herb section at Whole Foods and threw a few into a silicone ice mold. I think it's pretty, but it's not necessary, just a little extra. Now that you've gathered all of your ingredients, grab your cocktail shaker and throw in a few ice cubes. Then to that, add 3 ounces of coconut milk. And next is grenadine. And yes, I know that's not what this spoon is used for. It's not for measuring. However, we're not adding grenadine for flavor. It's just there for color. So you just want a tiny bit of it. And now for an ounce of lemon juice. One ounce of the rose simple syrup. And now for a ½ ounce of the butterfly pea flower tea. We're just doing a ½ ounce because it will turn purple whenever it hits the citric acid that's inside of the drink already. And we don't want to throw off the color of that nice pale pink that we're going for. And also we're adding it because, again, this is a mocktail. Just because we're making a mocktail doesn't mean that we want to just drink straight up juice. We're still adults. We still want a little bit of complexity. Into that, we're also going to add a dash of bitters just to help bring out that aromatics and just really pull the drink together. And we're going to give it a quick shake, no more than 10 to 12 seconds. And then after that, we're just going to grab the strainer and strain it into the glass. I'm going to grab my fancy ice cube and gently place it in there. Try not to splash too much. And then that is that. That is the non-alcoholic version. Let's get started on the alcoholic version of the Cien Fleur. After about 2 of these, you probably won't be able to pronounce it either. The ingredients vary slightly, but only where liquor is concerned. First up is butterfly pea flower gin. I've only ever seen 2 makers of this kind of gin. One is 1908 by Empress, and the other is Victoria Indigo. While I've only ever had the 1908 and cannot vouch for the taste of the other, I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that it's probably not all that different. Next up is ½ ounce of tequila. This one, reposado. I know that a lot of people cry heresy when it comes to using anything other than a silver tequila for mixed cocktails, but I enjoy the light age of reposado for their balance of warm vanilla and their citrus notes. Next is triple sec. Rose simple syrup again. Coconut milk and lemon juice. And grenadine again. We're grabbing our cocktail shaker. We're gonna throw a few ice cubes in here. Then 2 ounces of coconut milk. 1 ounce of lemon juice. 1 ounce of the simple syrup. A dash of the grenadine. 1 ounce of the Empress gin or whatever gin you're using. Half an ounce of tequila. Half an ounce of triple sec. And shake it like you are working for tips. And now we grab the strainer and strain it into our glass. Finish it with a fancy ice cube. This is the Cien Fleur. It's delicate and tropical without being overly sweet. Sipping it feels like I'm lounging in a fancy garden somewhere. I definitely think this is one of my new favorites, and I hope you enjoy it too. Drop a comment below and tell me what you liked or what you didn't like, and if you have any requests. You can drop in on me on Instagram or Twitch if you just want to say hi or see what I'm up to. I'm going to get around to making reels and shorts for more complicated drink components soon. Thank you so much for sticking around for another video this week. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can get notified for new content. Bye!